everyone, Alex of All Trades here, and I am back with another Grim Dawn live stream. Sorry I had to push it back. My eye is still bothering me. It's not as bad as it was, but it is bothering me. Like, I didn't wake up with a problem today, which is an improvement. Wow, that breathing sound is so much louder and more than I remember it from last week. Like, I don't even know if I knew that breathing sound was there before. Find the tomb of the Eldritch Sun, conquer the fish shard, destroy the messenger. Oh, don't you start. I heard that. Oh my god, already? Oops. Come on, man. I just killed, like, everybody. Guess I had stuff to sell that I didn't know about.
Come see what's left of my wares.
I think I just sold some components by arson. Yeah. Not that big a deal.
See you around.
There's the vault.
Safe storage,
Oh.
no questions asked. Maybe that's all I could put there. I'll hold on to that for you. Safe storage, no questions asked.
I can't buy any more from him from that. I have 1.6 million iron. I think I can afford 10,000 iron. Okay.
I'll keep an eye on this.
Is there a particular reason you're making that much noise, Missy? Is there really nothing else? Yeah. God, those guys hit hard. I just realized that I was down on pets. Where are you going? What are you guys shooting at? Oh. Forgotten passage. I had a feeling there was something over here. I can't go over there though. I figured I'd go see what was over there. I wouldn't have known there was anything up there if I hadn't went and looked. Hi, Blue Factor. Oh, there's some lore over here. Nope. Ryan's notes, second entry. I arrived today at the heart of the Corvan city after a grueling 3 days of travel, a journey which began on a high note as we traversed the lush oasis just beyond the walls of the Karen docks. The Corvan capital is something else entirely. Lush stands of palms grace that was awkward. The shores of the flowing streams fed by the subterranean springs, which bubble up from the depths with an irrepressible ferocity. Okay, weirdo. In the midst of a stark desert, it is truly a sight to behold. I've been told that this one source provides the cleanest of waters to the region. Apparently, an entire class of water merchants exists with the sole duty of collecting the life-saving nectar from there and distributing it throughout the land. This is also where I had my first exposure to the curious and deep-rooted faith of the region. My traveling companions, the daily caravan from Karen docked to Corvin City, insisted that we stop at a temple known as the Sanctuary of Baron, positioned in the heart of the oasis. It was apparently crucial that they stop while the burning sun was at its highest point, the prescribed hour to observe a daily ritual in which they give thanks to their god for his mercy and pittance. I can understand why a culture surrounded by such harsh and unforgiving lands would be grateful for whatever it is that has graced them to create such a stunning No! Get down! Missy! Missy, get down! Get down! Such a stunning civilization. However, I quickly learned to be wary of these rituals, as the prescribed hour for worship is not one, but several a day. I know why the journey to Corvin City takes 3 days. On the second day of our journey, we passed through a smaller city on the outskirts of Corvin. This was truly an unusual locale. It appeared to be more temple than practical residence. I surmise it is a center for religious practice. No, get down! Missy, get down. Get down. Get down. Get down. Get... Okay, where was I? I surmise it is a center for religious practice, perhaps where the local faith's most devout followers can go about their various rituals, unhindered by the bustle of Corvan proper. Just beyond the temple city lies a vast network of tombs. I was told by one of the caravan drivers that previous Corvan leaders and powerful devotees of the Corvan faith are buried there, along with countless precious relics. Apparently the valley was chosen as a burial site because the roiling hot blood of their god flows close to the surface here. I suspect there is an ancient magma flow passing beneath the valley, perhaps the remnants of a long-dormant volcano. These revelations are quite curious and worthy of further investigation. I shall hope to learn a great deal more about this faith and its practices and practitioners during my time in Corvan City. There is definitely a volcano around. We know that much. What is this?
Hello again, my friend.
I have to say, I was not expecting to find you here, so far from Irulan. My hunt has led me to Corvan Basin. Oh, I remember you. Dravis is close. I can feel it. He will not evade me this time. How did you track him here? Do you remember the flower he left me? It is native to this region, a very rare bloom indeed. Dravis wanted me to come here, but why? He isn't far, though, so I'll be asking him that myself soon enough, at the tip of a blade. What's your plan? The Corvan Basin is a vast region, but Dravis is driven by two things, power and our father's head. I strongly suspect he's headed towards what remains of Corvan City. If you find yourself headed there, be careful. Dravis should not be underestimated. I'll keep an eye out. Okay, I really did not expect to run into her again. I'm being perfectly honest. And this part is all fucked up from the volcano. Hey, wait a minute, is that the thing I just found? Just going out, killing things? because it's green, so it's safe. Fourth entry, day 33. Now we are free from all hindrance, free of the pretense of money-making and investors who were so concerned with their returns that they shackled us with a league of babysitters to watch over us. This morning, as our cohorts made their way back into the bathhouse for yet another day of sorting and cataloging the belongings of dead people, Roderick and I barred the doors shut from the outside. I'm brimming with glee to think of the looks on their faces as they return from a long day of grave robbing, only to discover that their treasure trove shall also be their tomb. We are, of course, alone now and without protection. However, traveling will be easier with just the two of us, and I have prepared a number of wards that should keep us well hidden and protected from the ravenous wildlife. Onward to the temple and the burning heart of Corvan City, day 35. I am awe-stricken. My brain was not putting that word together. I stand here, after so desperate a journey, at the foot of a grand temple devoted to Korvac. No, get down. Get down. Missy, down. Get down. Get down. Get down. Get down. Go. Get down. After so desperate a journey at the foot of the grand temple devoted to Korvac, the city of his name stretches out in all directions, its buildings in ruins collapsed as if kneeling to pay tribute to the eldritch god. The scars of his wrath run deep through the very foundations of the infrastructure. Evidence of the cataclysm which claimed these people centuries ago. There are no! Would you stop getting on the fucking desk? Go! Ah! Get down. There are ancient rivers of stone now cooled and crystallized into black glass. Great, don't. I heard you moving. Great upheavals of jagged rock which pierce buildings and form monuments to his anger. All lie in ruin, but for the temple. There, at its heart, we shall find what we have come for, a power immutable, a wealth greater than all of the riches of mankind. This we shall claim for ourselves. You're gonna die, man. Like, that's not even a question to me. No, that was gonna wake up, isn't it? Or not. Huh. That one. Yeah, I was like looking at it like, is that one gonna come up? Master Harkin of Death's Vigil. Good to see you're still in the fight, sister. There should be a comma there. It seems our efforts in the Blood Grove weren't enough to stop Father Kaiman and his band of zealots. Yeah, I've noticed them everywhere. So we find ourselves chasing him through this forsaken wasteland on his mad quest to resurrect the forgotten god. Have we met before? No. but we hail from the same banner. You did a great service to the Order of Death's Vigil back in Sorrow's Bastion and the Blood Grove. Because of this, there are many brothers of the Order who have heard of you. We are in your debt. Oh, that's nice. Sadly, our battle with Father Kaiman and his fanatics didn't end there. We tried to warn the Black Legion of his folly, but alas, they are occupied by the Chthonian and ethereal threats. No one would believe a lone fanatic could be so dangerous, and why would they? With all the unimaginable horrors that now roam Cairn, one crazy old man doesn't seem like a credible threat, and here we are. What do you know about him? Truthfully, I know very little about the man, but his story is a tragic one. Despite the effort he and his army of zealots put into hunting down our order, I still have empathy for him. I truly believe he thought he could save us all, thought he was doing what needed to be done to save Cairn. But I fear he was misled from the very beginning, used as a tool of revenge by a spiteful entity that wanted nothing more than to punish this realm and all who inhabit it. I can only imagine what promises it made to Kaiman under the— Don't you dare! I saw you prepping a jump. The guise of Empyreon. What lies it fed him to maintain his faith? You mean Korvac? Yes. We now know the truth behind Kaiman's lunacy, a forgotten god that forged a new faith under the guise of Empyreon. All of Kaiman's chosen are mere pawns in the machinations of primordial beings that do not care about us in the least. We are— Get down! Get down! Get down! Down! Get down! Go! All the way! We are— Why did the music just like ramp the fuck up? We are as insects, insignificant in their plans. How ironic that humanity was exactly what Korvac required in return. We'll stop him. And the Forgotten God. Wow, why is the music just trying so hard right now? Nothing is going on! Oh. I don't know why one of my skeletons was up there. More! Readings, more. Let me take a drink before I read all this. Ryan's notes, 3rd entry. Today was my first full day in Corbin City. And I must say I am awestruck by its majesty as I was awestruck by its majesty as I was when I first landed at the Cairn docks. The focal point of the city is a grand temple dedicated to the eldritch son, Korvac. A deity I am unfamiliar with, but one that dominates local theology. The temple's majesty is indescribable. It seems to dwarf everything in sight, even nearby mountains. And it radiates with such an energy that its heat can be felt even in the midday sun. Even I, a skeptic, find myself in sheer admiration. I've been told that the heat of the temple had dwindled for some years, but has recently rekindled. Are we sure that the temple isn't just a bunch of stones around a volcano? A cause for celebration and ritual. I suspect it is built on a geological feature. Perhaps a volcano, or hot spring of some sort. What did I just say? I should very much wish to gain access to the inside. Though, as I discovered by visiting several smaller temples around the city, that is unlikely to happen. The main temple holds particular importance, and entry is strictly prohibited to outsiders. Though it appears to be the focal point of the local faith, Korvac is by no means the only entity worshipped by the Korvac people. There also appear to be lesser gods whom the people call ascendants. What that means exactly, I am not clear on, and nobody had a straight answer for me either. The stories regarding these individuals vary, and not all of them seem to be holy men or even devout practitioners. By my observation, they may well be wealthy individuals that have bought their way to deification and the social reverence that comes with it. Wow, that's happening now. Nonetheless, minor temples were constructed in their honor, and they are all worshipped in their own right and for various means, sometimes even before death. I should very much like to know what qualifies a person for a place of such honor, and so tomorrow I will be visiting several temples positioned around the main temple of the Eldritch Sun. If birthright will not grant me access, then perhaps the grease of a few coins will. No, no! Stupid cat. What? No. 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 What? I don't understand why we're having a conversation right now. What? Do you even know what's wrong? You were fed. What's wrong? I don't think you understand what's wrong. You're just screaming your head off. Just lay down. We could sit together. I'll rub your face. You chill the fuck out. Yeah? More lore! Apparently there's never enough of it. Missing shipments. I don't know what the temple stewards are thinking. Do they believe no one will notice, or do they simply not care? But I see right through their little game. Taxes are rising to fund temple affairs, they say. All while they spend our hard-earned gold on exotic goods and drink. When I missed a shipment of Varine wine last week, for the second month in a row, I personally made a trip to Cairn to inquire with my importer. After a fair bit of coercion and no small amount of coin, he told me that a temple attendant signed the cargo manifest and then made off with my wine. I then spoke with a number of other local sellers, and it seems they too have been missing product they've been inspecting through the Cairn caravan. I do not mean to imply that they are appropriating the goods. Certainly not. It sounds like they're stealing. They are, in fact, not only paying for our wares, but also bribing importers to keep quiet about their dealings. Well, that's still unethical, because you have a deal with someone, with a vendor, and they're giving your product to someone else. A fine waste of our tax money, no doubt. I mean to take this up with the Merchant Guild as soon as possible, and I implore you to do the same. It is about time a voice of power in this region ruffled the feathers of a few ordained officials. Stone griffins. hell's going on here? This is some fucking path. Pit of Atonement. I think that's the next area? What you doing, miss? I'm gonna clear this area out first. All your spiders died. I'm not all that upset about that. I have to say, I did not like that. It's pretty surrounded. Oh my god, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, you could do a better job of arranging them than that. I have made a startling discovery while on my latest foray into Corvin texts. While exploring the vast collection of the Corvin City Library, I briefly escaped the attention of its stewards and found my way to a closed-off archive among ancient birth records of some of the most prestigious Corvin families. Fucking cat hair. Several ascendants included. I unearthed a collection of texts that appears to shatter some of the core tenets of the very faith that is central to these people's lives. A large number of the pages were badly damaged, as if whatever ward cast upon them had violently dissipated. Strangely, the parchment itself appeared newer than some of the records I've seen. Perhaps someone had restored a damaged record at a later date. The bits that I could make out, however, painted a very different account of the early years of the Corvin faith. Korvac himself was shown as it's supposed to be an usurper, a conqueror of a realm he had no part in making. It is not entirely clear if the Korvac that is spoken of today is even the same one described in those texts. Oh. Or whether that is the name given to the master of the Eldritch throne. Another curiosity was the description of the upheaval involved in such a transition of power, a whirlwind of creation and destruction, within which were caught the unfortunate believers. Sadly, before I could complete my analysis of the text, one of the stewards discovered my presence in the closed-off archive and promptly chased me out of the building. What little I've managed to read offers some troubling conclusions. Is Korvac's rule destined to falter as it had before? If so, will the same destruction consume these people when it does? It is truly a shame that I could not spend more time with those texts, as they represented a fantastic culmination of my research into the origins of the Corvin faith. Alas, I must prepare to leave this land, and though I have learned a great deal, I am certain there is more than a lifetime of knowledge hidden away here. The devotion and machinations of the Corvin people have proven to be one of my most fascinating studies. She's like pulling my earphone cords. Is that tickling your face? So you just shook your head violently. That was weird. Oh, it's a hidden area. Is there anything in this hidden area? What did that say? Something is blocked? Map room of Ron.
It's locked.
Oh, okay. Blocked and locked are not the same word, by the way. Actually. Let's do that first. Went a lot faster than I thought it would. I can no longer count the days since I first arrived in Corvin City. I have been so enveloped by my work that I've lost track of the rising and setting of the sun. Ron would be so disappointed in me. I find it difficult to pull my attention away. I've hired a young man to bring me meals 3 times a day, and I must admit they are piling up outside the door of my chambers. Well, gross, man! My time is spent poring over mountains of texts and tomes, rites, and ceremonies in an attempt to better understand the origins of this Korvac. What I have learned thus far is truly fascinating. As far back as I can go, there seems to be no inconsistency to his presence or domain. No evolution of his worship. It is as if the core of the Corvin religion had somehow remained pure since its inception. That's at least possible. Quite unusual. It is, that or the founders had put a great deal of effort into obscuring its true origins. The texts I've perused make it seem as though their rites and rituals are performed today as they were when first prescribed centuries ago. That's not possible. According to these texts, Korvac reigns over the Eldritch realm, a plane of existence in parallel to our own, of his very making. They say that no mortal may bear witness upon its splendors and live. Some fools have tried and paid the ultimate price for it. The texts warn of a many-eyed guardian that stands as a warning to all that would dare trespass upon the god's domain. Maybe I'll have to fight this many-eyed guardian. Korvac himself is said to be primordial, ancient and eternal, a progenitor of all that mankind cherishes. From his eldritch throne, the Corvin god ascended numerous champions to enforce his rule. He had even been known to elevate those that dare challenge his worship as a means to appease them, turning former foes into steadfast allies. The now familiar names of Ron and Atef came up several times in the various tales spun around Korvac's divine actions. The history of the Corvan faith is indeed generations in the making. The Eldritch Sun is depicted both as the blessed flame and the dreadful terror of destruction. It seems he is both adored and feared by those that show him reverence, and with good reason. Though Korvac is generally depicted as benevolent to his followers, there are numerous records of disasters or outright cleansings that were attributed to the god's retribution for mortals displeasing him. Some of these events seem eerily familiar, though I cannot recall why. I suspect there are similar mythos which I have been exposed to in nearby regions. There are also a number of rituals which bear a remarkable similarity to primitive practices I have researched in the past. This leads me to wonder if there are other tribes and civilizations that have been worshipping Korvac since antiquity, but perhaps by a different name. This is a matter which will necessitate further investigation. Why do these guys run like that? They move so weird and stupid. More lore! Now that people have pointed out, I'm picking up on how much lore is in this fucking game. Let's see how many lore things I've gotten. It's so tiny! Jesus. Security concerns. As this is now my 4th request for an increased guard rectune for our caravans, consider this a formal complaint, and if my concerns are not addressed in a forthright manner, you can be certain that my voice will be heard by the Merchant Guild. I've been told my previous correspondence had been ignored due to a lack of evidence of increased criminal activity on the Terran docks to Corvan City route, but I assure you, criminals are the least of our concerns. I imagine the thugs we normally contend with are facing the same constant onslaught we are. This one's fun. There have been a staggering increase in wildlife activity across the entirety of Corvan Basin. The natural predators are emboldened, attacking single travelers and sometimes the caravans themselves in broad daylight. In all my time managing the caravan, I have seen nothing like it. They appear crazed, as if driven mad by something. In addition, there have been numerous sightings of previously unknown and peculiar beasts seen traveling in packs, stalking caravans through the deepest desert. One of my most trusted drivers even reported a griffin matriarch down on the valley floor. What could possibly drive those behemoths down from their lofty perches? Whatever it is, we need to secure the caravans or risk shipments stopping altogether. I've lost such large quantities of product and men over the last month that trade ships have begun to complain about their deliveries not reaching merchants in the city. It's becoming more and more difficult to hire new hands because of rumors flying around of what happened to the previous crews. We must have more guards to secure the caravans. Surely you magistrate types can imagine your life without fine wine and graceful silks. Let us not forget that it is the caravans and their courageous drivers that bring such luxuries, and it is the wealth of these varied caravans that fund your comfy seats. Respectfully, Roland Caravan Master. he's right. It wasn't criminals. Yep. Why is there an Udden bloom up here? That's very weird. Yeah, I was gonna say. Like, I'm gonna get attacked by a big monster, a boss. And it's almost dead already. Yeah, God, that was fast. You are a pussy. Oh my God. Your Vork's letter to Bahan. Business is good, better than it has ever been. The new location has certainly paid off at the heart of the marketplace near the spice merchants during the week of ceremonies leading up to the Ascension OS. Business is good indeed. The streets and alleyways surrounding the shop are overflowing as thousands of people come and go procuring provisions, fine linens, food, and drink in preparation for the week's festivities. There are new customers too, and sellers of foreign goods, many more than I remember from years past. I think word has gotten out that the temple has once again felt the warmth of the Eldritch sun, and so many have come from far and wide in hopes of laying eyes upon its splendor, or to make a tidy profit from the celebrations that follow. Tomorrow I shall prepare a small caravan and display my wares at the foot of the temple, just like we used to. The entire city will be gathered there to witness the chosen to be selected from the temple's devotees. Everyone will be gathered there again 3 days hence, when the procession enters the temple and the chosen will give themselves to the Eldritch Sun. In sacrifice? Your great-grandfather used to tell me stories of these ceremonies in his day. He said that Korvac himself presided over them deep inside the temple, convening with the chosen and leading them down into the temple's burning heart. The divine would sometimes bless his worshippers with a brief appearance outside the temple. His mere presence was allegedly enough to cure the ill and strike blind the wicked. Such a sight certainly has not happened in my lifetime. I'm not sure anyone living apart from the most devout priest has ever laid eyes on the Eldritch Sun. Perhaps we are no longer worthy of such things. Perhaps he has looked into our hearts and seen that all too many have come only to enjoy the festivities, with no intention of truly paying homage or offering prayer. It is a difficult time, no doubt. Perhaps a good time. The city is as beautiful and radiant as it has ever been, and its people happy and successful. I only wish you could be here to see it. I will send this by caravan to Cairn, where hopefully it will reach you when you return to port. Please, my son, consider coming to visit me. I would so love to hear of your adventures off in the far-off places you've seen, of the exotic cities you visited. I know the life of a shipmate is a busy one, but do remember your old father. It won't be long before they take me to the sands and leave me for good, for the good of the night creatures. Don't guilt him like that. They don't build temples for crusty old merchants, after all. With all my heart, your father, Yorvok. Here fighting. Path of Ascension. Oh, I missed that thing right there.
That skill's not ready.
Oh. Holy shit, man! It's Lore Night! And these are out of order. Following today's investigation of the tombs and temples of Corvin City, I must say I am more confused and frankly enthralled by the Corvin faith than I could have possibly imagined. Today, I had the privilege to bear witness to a ceremony at the Temple of Ron, where the Ascendant himself was present to perform the honorable rite. It is my understanding that Ron holds domain over the sun itself, and it is by his blessing that the sun rises each day to warm the earth and give life to the harvest. The ceremony itself was brief and involved the slaughter of 5 goats upon the golden altar. Their blood spilled into the carving in the form of a many-pronged sun. Ron was a splendor to behold, his skin as golden as the suit of armor he wore. The armor glowed with burning energy, and yet, as some of the acolytes in the temple described to me from their blessed opportunities to lay their hands upon it, is cool to the touch. With the way he presents himself, it is easy to see why his followers believe this man to be a deity. The acolytes tell me that this is actually the 12th incarnation of Ron. His father was the 11th, and so on down the patriarchal chain of his family. Each of them had allegedly lived for centuries, and each had willingly given his life in the service of the Eldritch Sun. I was astonished to discover that the deification of this figure was his birthright. It does, however, lend credence to my suspicion regarding the true nature of these Corvin gods. The acolytes of this temple were more than eager to share Ron's history with me. I swear if I let them, they'd talk all day of his countless accomplishments and divine intervention. But what did catch my attention was the presumed rivalry between Ron and another deity they call Atef, the Lord of the Moon. As this rivalry heated up, I can't say that word apparently, heated up, Atef, I've learned, had slighted the Eldritch Sun, and was thus banished from setting foot in Corvin City or to ever again feel the warmth of the day upon his flesh. But the divine Korvac was not without mercy. Once every 30 cycles of the sun, the disgraced Atef was to make pilgrimage to Corvin City and make an offering upon the Grand Temple steps. This is an extraordinary and incredibly creative explanation of the cycling of day and night and the wax and wane of the moon. If this strange practice of ascension worked enough, the people of the Corvan Valley also appear to deify native animals and sometimes odd combinations of people and animals. The Corvan Griffin is a particularly common target of this practice. The creatures apparently live in rigid hierarchical packs, which elevate a singular, usually male, individual to an alpha known as by the Corvan people as a sovereign, which I just killed. These Griffin sovereigns are then worshipped by locals as minor deities. I've killed a minor deity recently. The intricacies, that's not the first god I've killed though. The intricacies of the Corvan faith are remarkable. but it must not go unmentioned that they all lead back to Korvac in one fashion or another. I shall focus future investigations on this penultimate deity. Wake up. Wake up. Who woke that one up? Wake up! Wake up so I can kill you. Final entry. God, I hope so. Were the tales of Corvin legends untrue? Were we led astray by false promises? What of the white-hot energy that once warmed the foundations of Corvin City? There is nothing, no revelation, no great power. The temple runs cold, its heart a hardened mass of blackened glass. The great god who once dwelt here is gone. To where? I do not know. His fate is irrelevant to me. I care only for the power that lingered here, and it is all gone. I am alone now, a lifetime of work and friendship gone, wasted. Roderick lies dead, struck down by an ancient guardian of this place. The only indication that this place was ever worth a damn. Roderick gave his life so that I could reach the heart of the temple. His sacrifice was rendered pointless, as the history that led us here proved to be no more than fables. I am certain a great power dwelt here once, but it is long gone, perhaps claimed by another. There is nowhere left for me to go, no reason for me to pursue an existence beyond these walls, and so I shall perish here as well, with the knowledge that my life's work, my very purpose, was to waste. Or perhaps I should return to the guardian that felled my friend and allow it to take me as well, a final tribute to the eldritch son of old. The city's all fucked up. Path of Ascension. Oh! Uruk! You're alive? By the way, you're a piece of shit.
You have to stop, Travis. My barrier will not hold for long.
Yeah, wait, are you Uruk?
Now is not the time. Stop, Travis.
No, man. Answer my question.
Now is not the time. Stop, Travis.
You're a piece of shit. I say again. Alright, fine. I'll stop you. Son.
You must be the pawn my sister's been sending around to do her sleuthing for her. And now here you are, and she's nowhere in sight. I must say, I'm rather disappointed that she could not have bothered to show herself.
I just got here first.
Moment of my victory. Unfortunately for you, you're standing in my way, and I simply cannot abide by that. I'm afraid you have to die.
I'm sorry, who the fuck are you?
The world may not know my name yet, but it will soon enough.
Not if I kill you first.
Travis, son of the immortal necromancer and successor to his mighty mantle. I am the future of Cairn, the vessel of 1,000 tortured souls. You are as a gnat to me. Bow, and perhaps I will show mercy.
What do you mean about how many? Where are these souls from?
Indeed. I completed the ritual my father was too afraid of. The valiant souls buried within the necropolis now fuel my own. I am nigh immortal, nigh unstoppable.
Yeah, I've heard it
Power within
before.
this tomb is mine. The world will learn the meaning of true might. Unfortunately, you will not be around to see it.
What do you mean, victory?
Yes. With my father broken at my feet, there is nobody in this world that can stop me from achieving my goals.
What?
Not
Then why
my
even bother
sister.
talking to me?
Today marks the beginning of a new era for Cairn. The era of Dravis. It's a shame you'll not live to see its glory. I once hoped that she would join me, but it has become abundantly clear that she does not see things as I have. So she will burn, along with anyone else that stands in my way. Like you.
What about your dad?
The fool wandered the world for centuries, never thinking about what he left in his wake. My father squandered his power, his immortality.
He certainly shouldn't have had you for a kid, though.
Mistake. Now, as for you, I'm afraid your time is up.
Yeah, what about your sister?
I once hoped that she would join me, but it has become abundantly clear that she does not see things
Okay,
as I have.
it's alright, fine. Let's fight.
Bask in my power.
You guys didn't trap me. You know what that means? I just fucking leave. And come back. This is bode well for you.
Have a taste. Bask in my power.
Move. There he is. He's almost dead.
Bask in my power.
Cursed me. That's okay. I can handle it.
Bask in my power. Have a taste.
You were saying no! God damn it! I beat him and then died. That is frustrating. I literally just won that fight.
Can't do that yet.
You better be fucking happy with me, Uruk-Uruk. It was not easy to kill that guy.
And so, my misguided child lies dead, far from the land of his birth. I've witnessed many of my progeny perish over the centuries. Such is the curse of my existence, but none stung as much
You
as this.
cursed people's
I
children.
thought myself above his pain, that my pursuit of atonement superseded his naive ignorance. I see now, I was wrong. In my hubris, I created a monster, the force of my own undoing.
Whatever.
He was consumed by his hatred for me. In another life, perhaps he would have stood by my side as we sealed this tomb forever. I'm afraid now, that duty falls to another. I've witnessed the passing of centuries, but now I find myself wishing I had more time.
Well, maybe if you had not cursed an entire fucking kingdom, I would have more sympathy.
I will answer what I can in the short time that we have.
I don't want to call him master. Alright, fine. Whereas they've been looking for you. A foolish errand and a waste of time. My purpose there had been served. The ancient art has been restored. The order no longer requires my guidance. Sealing the evils of this tomb was to be my final act. The end of centuries of anguish. To stand at the cusp of my journey only to fail. Our existence certainly has a taste for cruelty.
I will answer what I can in the short time that we have.
Is he gonna say that every time? What happened to Arkovia, the place that you cursed? Uruk stares past you into the distance. You better be feeling guilty. Arkovia, perhaps my most troubling legacy. No shit! Uruk-Burik's eyes snap back to you. It was a land of opulence, of a people obsessed with pursuits of the flesh. Their oligarchs were consumed with consolidating their authority at any cost, even if it meant the downfall of their nation. That did not mean you had to curse the peasants. I lived in Arkovia for a time. I bore witness to atrocities committed against my kind in the name of justice and keeping of the peace. Eventually they came for me as well. I was brought to the despicable tomb prison they called the Steps of Torment and left to the whims of their chief executioner, Alchemos. When they discovered I could not die, the tortures they imparted upon me pushed the limits of human imagination. Naturally, this drew the attention of the oligarchs who hungered for my immortality. They demanded I show them, but I refused, and so I was put to renewed torture, day and night without rest. I get it, that's horrible, but just destroy the oligarchs. You don't have to kill everybody in the entire fucking kingdom and curse them for all eternity. In the end, I relented, in a way. They thought me broken, defeated, but it was a mere ruse. I was finished with the Arkovians and their depravity. They would all suffer 1,000-fold for the torment I endured. I gave them their immortality and cursed their progeny. That's where you fuck up, man. For all time. Then, as they were distracted by their twisted gift, I made my escape. They would not discover the nature of my curse for some time, but by then I was long gone. Arkovia bears the weight of my hubris to this day. You did not have to curse the children! Or the people who were not the fucking oligarchs or guards or torturers! That's the part where I'm like, no, you went too far, man! An entire people wiped out by my hand for the actions of... Yeah, exactly!
I will answer what I can in the short time that we have.
Okay, about your kids. I fathered many children. Few don't brag about that. Few of them ever knew me as Dravis and Dahlia did, and even they did not know much. Such attachments breed only agony. I slighted Dahlia as I did Darvis, but unlike him, she sought to forgive. She was a daughter I did not deserve. You abandon your children? If you endure enough lifetimes, emotional attachments start to lose all meaning. As I sought to atone for my sins, I believed myself above concerns of mortals. Like a prick? Perhaps I was simply too afraid of loss, but who can withstand watching their children die as you outlive them time and again? Then stop fucking!
I will answer what I can
You
in
lived-
the short time that we have.
How long did you live? Yes, I've witnessed the rise of empires and their inevitable fall. I played no small part in one of them. No shit. I was there when the gods grew silent and the world was left to the machinations of mortals and descendants. But this is no gift. I paid a dark price for this cursed existence. Do you mean Arkovia? Uberboard stares past you in the distance. Arkovia. Okay. Okay.
I will answer what I can.
How did you do it? Do you hope to replicate my rituals? No, actually. I think I am actually pretty, immortal myself. I performed unthinkable acts, sacrificed others for my own gains. Yeah, you sound like a lovely person. I still hear their anguished cries within me when I close my eyes. Why would you do this then? Immortality was mine, so long as I was willing to repeat my mistakes. Lifetimes of guilt had eroded my arrogance, however. My most recent ritual laid unused, that is, until Dravis stumbled upon it and achieved partial success.
I will answer what I can in the short time that we have.
Why are you here? I wish to atone for my sins by putting my skills to the only purpose they serve. Destruction. Yeah, I'd say that is probably your only ability. A threat is rising beneath these sands, and I sought to extinguish it. Alright, can you bring the barrier down?
When Dravis confronted me at the temple steps,
Yes,
I
you're
saw
reading
the
this one.
madness consuming his soul. But I also saw the anguish that I had wrought upon it. Dravis was unwilling to listen to reason. I erected the barrier so that he could not enter the tomb by any means. But
This
I
guy's
could not bring
performance
myself
is...
to strike down my own child. Now my powers are nearly spent. The souls flowing through my veins seek their release. I sense that my time has finally come. It appears that you and I had similar
You're
goals.
only centuries old, but I'm still
Evils
gonna do
within
your
this
dirty
tomb
work.
must not be set free. I will lower my barrier, enter the tomb of the Eldritch Sun, and complete my task. Vanquish the darkness and bring a momentary peace to Cairn.
I don't want to thank him for his sacrifice. It's no sacrifice. This bastard deserves to die, finally. Master of Necromancy. Yeah. I'm wondering, does the Ouroboros stuff not happen if you're not a necromancer like I am? Where'd he go? I guess he's dead. Dead, finally. I would appreciate it if he actually had a body though. Oh my god, what the fuck? Just immediately? Ah! He's strong! Oh! I was not expecting that. It was like I don't usually expect there immediately to be a bastard coming after me. I will take out this fucking steward dog. It takes me a couple of times. Ah!
Your fate is dead.
Ah! You were saying? I'm gonna run away like a bitch. and blink at you from far away. Oh! Oh my god, I totally forgot to grab my experience from when I died to Uruburur. I mean, is bastard child. Oh, he's almost. Oh, yeah! Take that! You only killed me once. It's good enough for me. Oh my god, the climactic music just sort of ends and now it's just quiet. No music. What's this? Urugurut's possessions. Mother's pendant. This pendant is all that remains of Urugurut. This guy had it. Mom? Okay. So glad I came over here. What was that? Yay, Rift! Let's go take care of this problem. Oh, it's Dahlia!
Hello again, my friend.
I have some bad news. I have to say, I was not expecting to find you here so far. Oh, okay. I have something of yours. Then I am already too late. Yeah, I got there before you. I hadn't seen this pendant in decades. Father would never part with this unless... I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. He's dead. I had a few. The stuffer in the back of my mind. He confronted Dravis, and he gave his life to stop the madness he had seeded within his child all those years ago. But what of Dravis? Did he survive? No. Or do I have a part to play in this still? He's also dead. Oh. You did nothing, Dahlia. Absolutely nothing. I will not deny I'm feeling conflicted. A part of me yearned for another meeting between us, but I am also glad it's over. Dravis had become consumed by vengeance and power. It is for the best. What's done is done. I thank you for bringing this pendant to me. It offers some closure regarding my father, even if it isn't the closure I wanted. What are you going to do? Just as Dravis was driven by rage during burning within him, I felt a purpose in this hunt that I hadn't sensed in a long time. But that is over now. Yeah, you didn't even get it done. I got it done. I will travel back to Homestead, see my little girl again. See, I don't remember meeting her, so I have no fucking idea what she's talking about. I'm not sure I can ever fully return to that life, though. I hope Oliver will understand. Alright, good luck. Where was that thing I found, that, like, entrance that I don't remember? It of something. What? Oh, it's a dude. Cult of Bismeal. Over here at all. That's where I just literally was. It was somewhere to the left. I think this is it. No? Yes. I like how I didn't do what Overberg wanted me to do. I just decided to go over here instead. It's a treacherous domain. Time warped. Monsters have greatly reduced spell cooldowns and increased casting speed, but deal reduced physical damage. Minus 15% physical damage, plus 8% casting speed, plus 15% skill cooldown reduction. To them, not to me, right? Oh, the messenger! Oh my god! Didn't expect the messenger to do that. Where is he going exactly? Is that all that's in here? Is just him doing this? Oh no, I'm trapped in here. Okay. Don't kill me! Don't kill me! Don't kill me! Please don't kill me! Please, 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 please! I'm begging you! Don't kill me! Don't kill me! Don't kill me! Don't kill me! No! I should have dropped it right that side. I'm dying a lot tonight. Did I drop a rift outside? I doubt I did. Oh, it did! Oh, it did. Okay. Whew! That's really... He did, in fact, kill me. Woo! Woo! Hot, 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 hot! Oh, I... did it. Woo. Yay! What did you want me to do for that? Return to Sierra Luna at the Vanguard of 3. Okay. You got it. That was not easy.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left. See you around.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I did it. He killed me first, but I did it. You've banished the messenger, then why do I still sense its presence? Why does its fury still cloud my visions? Perhaps it cannot be, truly be killed. At least not by any means known to us. I believe you, but there may be something we don't know about this being. I'm concerned that this is not the end to its malice. It might be dead. I trust you. You seem certain that you killed it. I mean, it dropped loot and everything. But death may not be the end of this foul creation of Korvac. Perhaps it is its connection to the forgotten god that allows it to endure. Or perhaps it is a rage manifest, such purity of raw emotion that it wills itself, sorry, I'm tired, to endure beyond mortal wounds. I must discuss this with the Elder Seers. Thank you again for assisting in this matter. For now, at least, we can consider it settled. What do you know about it? Folk tales would describe a fiery visage coming to people in their dreams or in times of desperation, offering them salvation and solace from their life's woes. Its presence is said to precede great disaster, but perhaps that is the excuse given by those committed to horrible deeds in the name of Korvac. It is through this messenger that Korvac spread its vile lies and ensnared the souls of Father Paimon and his desperate followers. But the beast is banished now, for what it's worth, thanks to you. Before, you said something about it possibly returning. Indeed, death may not have been the end of this foul spawn. Perhaps it is... Oh, you already said that. Its powerful influence over the minds of mortals is of grave concern. If the messenger endured, then it may use this power to manipulate mortals and orchestrate its return. Maybe. I'm not going to assume that it's easily gotten rid of. There is no vault here. That's right. Why does this place sound like it's breathing? Okay, do I have time to really go any further. I don't think I do, actually. God, I've died so many times tonight. It's so unusual for Grim Dawn. I can do an entire Grim Dawn session without dying once, and I'm pretty damn sure I died 3 times tonight. Alright, though, I'm gonna call this good since I don't think that I can get to the next rift before the end of the live stream time, so let's go over the schedule. Tomorrow at 9 a.m. is Unsafe Space Book Club. We are talking about The Girl with the Dried-In Tattoo. And then at 6 p.m. we have Warframe. I am tired. And then on Monday at noon we have the members only live stream. And then Monday night is Cyberpunk 2077. And then Tuesday night is Destiny 2. Wednesday night, nothing. Thursday night is, oh no wait, Tuesday, also on Tuesday, the Observation, Let's Play highlights reel comes out for everyone. Premieres at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Okay. Then, Thursday night, the dim side, we are talking about Spirited, something else, and I can't remember what it is. Which is bad, because I have to watch it, and I haven't watched it yet. And then, Friday, there might be something going on Unsafe Space at 2 p.m. I'm not sure as of yet. I'll know more early in the week. And then and then after that is The Evil Within 2 for Friday on my channel. And then after that is the dim side on Rumble. We are talking about politics and bullshit that went on over the last couple weeks. And then on Saturday at noon, Caleb Beer's channel, talking about Irreversible Damage by Abigail Schreier. And then after that, we are back with more Grim Dawn. And it is December by then. The event went, yeah, wait, it's still ongoing. You can earn coins to rank up and get rewards, but the whole thing about dropping coins to improve the Elixir Corner is already over. That part's over. Alright, well, thank you guys so much for joining me. I will see you next time.
Merch. Yeah. Check out my new shop at cafepress.com/AlexofAllTrades for all kinds of products with my face on them.